London riots caused mayhem in 2011, but they did produce an unlikely heroine. She's now got major political ambitions, and she'll be here to tell us all about them. The programme today is Pauline Pearce, otherwise known as the heroine of Hackney, after an impromptu speech on the streets of East London during the riots in London nearly 3 years ago. She's now a campaigner for the Liberal Democrats and is running to be party president, no less. So let's start with welfare, because the Welfare Secretary, Ian Duncan-Smith, will today outline his latest reforms of the welfare system, announcing that from this month, claimants will have to prepare a CV and agree to weekly meetings with an advisor before receiving benefits. Do you agree it should be more difficult for people to sign on for unemployment benefit, JSA? They have to have a CV.
I think it's difficult enough for people that have to sign on. I mean, now the amount of paperwork that has to be done every time they go to sign on, they have to make this 2-week progress of what they've done, how they've gone about job search and all of this stuff, and present it to their agent when they arrive at the job centre. CVs to sign on? I mean, come on, how ridiculous is that? CVs make sense for jobs and certain things, but to sign on, to get benefit, to keep your life going, things that should be entitled to if you're on low income or need help.
Now, Ian Duncan-Smith would probably argue that people claiming unemployment benefit should be preparing for the world of work, that this somehow would almost help them for that journey.
Now, my argument is to dear Ian.
Dear Ian, yes.
Dear Ian, we have had so many arguments about people should be getting work, but there's also the argument of where is the work? When I go into Tesco's, I see 6 counters there with one person standing behind it. It's all self-service. These are jobs that have been taken. All right, we have to move forward with modern technology.
But the system doesn't work unless there are the jobs.
Exactly.
I mean, they claim the jobs are there, but maybe they're not evenly distributed for people to actually go for.
You can get in on a bus. You swipe your card now. Gone is the old conductor. You know, these are jobs that everyday people could go out there and get. People who may not be quite so educated go for certain types of jobs. And if these jobs, you even have to have qualifications for stacking shelves in Tesco's now. Come on.
What about heavier fines for welfare cheats, then?
I agree with that. I mean, because I know there's a lot of people out there raking in absolute amazing amounts of money through welfare cheating. There are people out there whose money's been stopped for disabilities for one reason or another. They're not getting what they should be getting, and somebody who are more capable than them are not quite getting the help that they need.
So you agree with that aspect of it?
Right.
I mean, the Liberal Democrats in government have signed up broadly to, well, they signed up completely to the welfare package, a tougher welfare regime. Was it right for the party to do so?
I don't feel personally that we should have had a tougher regime, but I understand why. We're in great deficit. They need to recoup this money from somewhere. They've got to dig in there and find all the little avenues where we can find it. Now, we're in a coalition. We're not totally in charge here. You know, we've got higher heads above us. So obviously every job has its boss, it goes in layers. You start from the shop floor to the management, to the boss, to the owners, to the directors. So let's look at Mr. Cameron as being the director and Nick being one of the little men just below him. We've got to work. You've got to try and make things balanced. So, OK, some things we've decided on may not be quite right, but some things I feel that we've really achieved a lot.
All right, let's leave it there.